Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another title race stream. We are here to talk about the title race, Habibis. We are here to talk about my club, Liverpool Football Club. You get me? Top of the Premier League and the Champions League. We're going to be talking about the Arsenal. You know, they won 2 games in a row. They beat Girona and they beat who the hell did they beat in the league? They beat someone in the league, innit? Wolves, you know, after Martin Skelly red card. And we're going to be talking about Manchester City. You know, obviously, this week they won both of their games as well. So there is only one guy we have to talk to who lost 5-0. We're not going to say who, you guys, but there's a guy on this panel last Thursday who was talking wildly, and then he went to the Cherries, and the Cherries just picked them off for 5 goals, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Actually, let me tell you something. There's something interesting about my life that you might not know, but I'll tell you now. You know how I know I was meant to be a Liverpool fan? I was actually born the last day Everton won a trophy. 20th May 1995 is my birthday. I'm literally born on the day Everton stopped winning trophies. So, yeah, big up to you. I think it was meant to be like at that stage. How are you born the day that they stop winning trophies? That's crazy. Anyway, joining us first and foremost, you get me in 2nd place in the league, 3rd place in the UCL. Through to the next round, Arsenal representative, and I absolutely love working with this guy as well. He knows this. Ash is in the building. How are you, Ashraf?
Hello, my brother. How you doing? I was gonna text you and cancel today, but then before I did that, you told me, "Oh, by the way, someone is gonna show up who spoke a big game last week, who's more likely to challenge than Arsenal. Like, oh, we're different than Leicester and then Villa and Newcastle. We're not the same." And I said, "Hey, listen." I called my boss. I said, "Hey, I'm not coming to work today.
It's time to
I
go.
am gonna I'm gonna sit here the whole day and just wait for 3:30 p.m. UK. I'm just sitting in front of
Let's
my laptop waiting
go.
for him to come." So
Wallahi W. Wallahi W. Hey, Wolfie, your day is today, mate. Your day is today. Spam 5s in the chat. Just spam the number 5. He will know by himself.
hey, I will
Just
start it
spam
for you
the
guys.
number
I
5 in
will
the chat
start it
right
for
now.
you guys.
He will know. I got 5 on it. Wish we could play you every week. I got 5 on it. But before we bring him out, let's bring out the guy who won as well. Biggest ginger fraud, gaslighter, lost his mind when Club Brugge were 1-0 up. Oh, this system and this manager. Oh my god. If I show you his reaction from Club Brugge, you guys will just go like, well, why is this guy so dramatic? He's so dramatic, you guys. It's unbelievable. But everyone knows he's my favorite. Okay, haram, that's a lie. 2nd favorite City content creator because I love Hamza in it.
Up against Nunes. Oh, it's got Nunes! No! Get across! Shit! Let's go! Bruce, man! Oh, fucking hell, man! Oh, this fucking shit system, Pep, bro. I can't lie, mate. You fucked it here, mate. Yeah, this is shit, bro.
Hi, LB. How are you doing, mate? How are you doing, mate?
I was absolutely spot on with everything I said as well on that system, by the way, because he switched it at half time to exactly what I said he should do. And guess what? We absolutely cooked in the second half. So, yeah, I'm available. My services are available for tactical analysis, pre-game tactical preparations. We charge good fees. And no problem with the PSR there, guys.
Would you actually work for City if given the opportunity, like become an assistant manager?
Yeah, fucking course I would.
Why would anyone say
you
no?
would leave the whole content creator world directly if given the chance.
To be a coach, to be a City coach.
Like assistant manager, like let's say you're the 3rd, like you're the cone
Yeah,
guy.
obviously I would. Yeah, of course I would. Why wouldn't you?
Fair. Would you do it for any other club? Like, let's say, okay,
Depends on how much he's getting paid, I guess.
Depends on the money.
Let's say Wolves call you and they want you to be their assistant.
I mean, fucking yeah. I think that'd be pretty cool, no?
Yeah, I think
Dude,
I'd
it's
leave.
sick.
I'd leave as well.
I think it'd be pretty
Yeah.
cool. You know what I mean? You know what? You know, it'd be funny as well. You know, I think it'd be like really humbling. I think once you get in the job, you'd realize really fucking quickly that you actually don't know anything.
Basically Gary Neville. Basically Gary
Bro,
Neville.
I swear to God,
Exactly.
like, you know, we all
Gary
do
Neville
this.
at Valencia.
We all do this
Exactly.
as football fans. We all sit there and go, "Oh, the tactics are crap. He needs to do it." I guarantee, yeah, that within like a week or maybe even a couple of days, we'd be sat there going, "I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what
You
I'm
have no
waffling
idea,
about.
yeah.
What the hell is a mid to low block? Yeah, what is a gegenpress? Like, I just be like, yo, what the fuck, man? But it'd be pretty
Yeah.
cool. It'd be pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I hear you. I do it as well. And last but not least, speaking of having no idea what you're talking about, last Thursday we're gonna challenge more than Arsenal. We're the Nottingham Forest. We won the Champions League. Who are you, Ashraf? And then the cherries give them 5. Spam 5s in the chat just to remind him of that number. But of course, back here, and he said he was not gonna miss this. He actually moved his work meeting just to be on the stream, just so he will completely avoid accusations of hiding. Man like Wolfie's in the building. Hi, Wolfie. How are you, bro?
Ahlan wa sahlan, boys. What you say?
Hello.
Why is your energy different already from
Bro,
last week?
my energy's aimed at you, man. That voicemail. I said I did have a meeting. I was like, bro, I even screenshotted him the meeting, right? And he was like, Wallahi, if you don't turn up, I'll be saying you're hiding, man. I had to
will.
move heaven and earth, man. I'll take my
100%
licks. I'll take my licks.
Yeah, I think there's only one place to start now, Hassan, because last week, bro, there was a certain
We do have to
debate
start
going
with
on.
Forest. 100%.
This is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm
Yes.
saying.
Before
bro,
we do
because-
that,
Yeah.
just quickly,
Oh.
250 people in here. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, please go subscribe to It's LB, subscribe to Forest Fan TV, and subscribe to Ashraf Talks Football as well, because these guys are what make the stream elite. So please go give them a subscription. Go ahead, LB. You seem very on edge to start the Forest. Talk to me.
No, because last week there was a fantastic debate between the two gents on screen, where me and Hussam just sat there and listened. It was an entertaining debate, went on for maybe 5-10 minutes. And this weekend, it's taken a massive twist because, of course, Forest held the 5 against Bournemouth, and Arsenal got the job done under tricky circumstances. So we need to, I think it's only fair to revisit this debate and this argument. But Wolfie, I've got to say, you were the one that put forward this debate, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So I think we should revisit this. Are Forest still the main title challengers to Liverpool?
Yes, nothing's changed. Last time I checked, no trophy was handed out on 5 p.m. on Saturday. It's like, if there is a challenger, let's start with that, to Liverpool, it will be Forest. I mean, Arsenal, you got to get the job done on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're confident on that one. We got Brighton. That should be an easy win. He says. But I said we'd lose to Bournemouth, man. I said they're our bogey team. Like,
You didn't say that.
Or did I say we'd beat them?
You didn't say you'd lose to them.
You didn't say you'd lose to them. Don't change your
And you
words.
definitely did not think you would hold 5, brother.
Yes.
I did not think 5, right? Granted. But we haven't beaten them since 2015. I hate that shitty club, right? I can't stand them. So we are going to lose to them. It is what it is. But one defeat in 2 months, and you guys are all getting all freaking hard-ons about it. Man, one defeat. You guys have had more L's than I've had. More L's than I've had in the last 2 months. So talk to me when it's
in the Premier League. In the Premier League, Arsenal have not lost since Bournemouth.
Yeah,
And we haven't lost since you. Literally.
Yeah. So
All right, LB has. No, he's on a
LB has. Yeah, okay.
He narrowed it down to LB.
Don't explain
When he
that,
couldn't go anywhere.
That's
He
the
went
point,
down
man.
the cycle. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, we haven't lost. Like Hussam, oh shit. Ashraf, oh shit. Well, LB has lost recently.
Yeah, he's lost, but they beat us. So anyway,
How you made this about all of us and then you just, it's just LB. LB won like 1-13 anyway, so it's not like he's been on.
and
a
that
great
was against us, man. That was against us.
Exactly, and that one was against you.
Yeah. All right. No, look, Fife is inexcusable, man. It was embarrassing to that Tin Pot club and that Tin Pot stadium. Like, it's expected. Like, it's all about Brighton. Brighton and Fulham, next 2 games. We gotta win those. If we win those, it's still on. You got Man City next. Who've Arsenal got after that? I haven't even checked. But I think you got Newcastle, haven't you? Newcastle, is it coming up?
That's in the League Cup. That's in the League Cup. I'll actually check it right now.
I think
don't
Arsenal's
even
fixtures
remember.
after City are actually pretty favourable.
We've got
No.
Leicester City away, should be a win. West Ham at home should be a win, and then you
Alright.
guys.
All right. It's all coming to a head on that one, yeah. It's all coming to a head on that one.
Wolfie was hoping. He's like, please say Villa away. Please say something like Chelsea away.
No.
Leicester City,
I'm not worried.
Leicester City and West
You
Ham.
guys-
Damn it.
Yeah, that Leicester City team at home scored 2 goals, and you needed injury time to beat them.
Yeah, but it was flukish
that's
game.
all.
By the way, who do you guys have next to before facing us?
Brighton, Fulham, Newcastle
Newcastle home or away?
away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We beat them 3-1 last season away when we were shit. So we'll see how that goes.
They were crap as well. Stop doing that, bro.
Oh, it's عندك علم الغيب ولا شنو, man? You're already celebrating a loss. What's going on here, man?
No, bro, I'm not that kind of because I don't think we're winning the league. I try to be humble, but you coming here and saying last week, I think we have a big. I didn't even provoke you, brother. Last week was the first time I streamed with you, and he came with the provocation. I think we will try, and but you know what I like to do, yeah. The moment Hussam told me this thing, by the way, Wolfie's gonna show up and stuff. You know what I did? Wallahi, so shameless. You guys will laugh. I went and listened to the entire podcast of last week. And because Hussam puts chapters. So I just put Nottingham Forest. And every minute, I'm like, I'm laughing my ass off because I'm like, oh my God. He spoke with so much chest. And he literally said, oh, after the Bournemouth game, I will really know. I will really know where we stand, because we have not won against them, but I will really know.
So I did say that.
Wolfie, do you now really know where you guys stand after holding 5?
Yeah, I know that even after we held 5, we're still 3rd in the league. We haven't moved our position. We still got a 3-point gap to 4th place. You got Man City this weekend. If we win and you lose, we're back to where we were before that stream.
You think we will lose at the Emirates to Man City?
I would actually prefer you to win, but this is Arsenal, man.
Right.
The Bottle Job FC. You never.
Why would you prefer us to win, though? I thought you want to finish above us.
Yeah, but you will end up bottling it. It doesn't matter. You could. We've seen you go 8 points clear and bottle it. We've seen you go 93%.
But we just saw you last week. You saw me.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You will still have to come to the City ground. You're still coming to the City ground in a couple of weeks. Yeah,
where we won last season.
No. The place where you officially lost the title that season, you were 8 points clear.
We won there last season.
No, you lost there. You lost there when you lost
last
the title.
season. Last
season that didn't matter. You'd done your whole Dubai thing. Everyone had a tan. Everyone was happy. It was all that stuff, right? Then
when we were going on a crap run this season, you guys were doing well, and we slapped you up 3-0 at the Emirates. Was that fluke?
That's history, man. That's history. I prefer to look ahead.
Like 2 months history. 2 months history. Okay, fair.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So it's all talk now. You're gonna end up with no titles, no trophies. It's gonna be just the same thing with Arsenal. So
I agree.
You're having to sit here going head to head with a Forest fan. I think it says more about you than it does me, bro.
Nah, it honestly makes me happy because guys, I came in here. And I've been coming here to Hussam Show last couple of weeks and other channels. And every time I'm asked about Arsenal and there's no hope, I'm like, guys, we're going to end trophyless. Alhamdulillah, I got to meet someone like Wolfie last week. It's such a pleasure knowing him because now he gave me a new sense of happiness. Because now I can be shameless and I can just win my battle against little Nottingham Forest, who said we'll finish above me. So at least at the end of the season, I'm like, damn, what a shit season. But at least we finished above Forest, right? Because it didn't even come in my mind.
You can put that in your trophy cabinet alongside.
I will put it in the Ashraf trophy. I will actually buy a trophy. By the way, wallahi, by the end of the season, I promise you, I will actually buy a trophy. These fake trophies you get here, and I will print on it, finished above Forest, and I will show it to you on the stream.
Yeah. And you know what I'll do? I'll send you a picture of our 2 real trophies that gave us these.
We have many of them.
Do you have these?
No, but we have Premier Leagues. We have 13 Premier Leagues. 13 leagues. Sorry, not Premier Leagues.
Yeah, but I'll show you the real trophy, man. The real trophy.
A league is not a real trophy.
Well, you're the one buying a fake trophy, man.
Just for you. Only for you.
That's not real trophies.
Nah, Wolfie, I'm gonna ask you seriously, bro. You really think you'll finish above us, or are you just doing this for banter?
No. I think we will. I think without
Wolfie, like,
Saka,
for
you
real,
guys
you
will
think?
struggle.
For real.
Wallahi. Wallahi, yeah. In my opinion, wallahi.
Yeah,
Good
he's
for
saying
wallahi.
wallahi. I don't think he'll lie. Yeah, fair.
Okay,
I still stick. I still stick with what I said last week. I think we'll finish 6, 7, maybe more than 7 points ahead of you guys. Minimum 5, assuming like you guys do really well and we don't do that well. But I think minimum we finish 7 points. If I
You
have to
actually
guess.
believe it though, like you fully believe it.
I do, man. I do. I've not been impressed with Arsenal this season. I'm not. And my son supports them, man. And I have to watch his pain throughout the season.
That's why. Ah,
This
there's a
explains a
son
lot.
father battle going on at home. So when Wolfie lost 3-0 to Arsenal, his son probably came to him, Baba, and Wolfie
Yeah, that was not a good evening.
Go back to your hayawan. It's not
He got grounded. Your
allowance?
in
What
Albury, man.
allowance?
So they don't understand it, right? It's like
Yeah,
no
it's
extra.
like college fund.
Yeah,
I
he thought it
don't
was going to
think
be a
so.
good day. It was a rough day for him for a week, man.
Look, I think you guys can finish top. I don't think you will finish top 4, but I think there's a chance. But finishing above Arsenal, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I just don't think you guys have that kind of.
Okay,
team
let me
in
ask you
my-
this, Ashraf. Right? Is there no reality where Forest can finish ahead of Arsenal?
No, of course there is. There's a reality
Okay.
where Chelsea finish above us right now, right? But I'm going based on probabilities. I'm saying the probability of you guys finishing above us, in my opinion, wallahi, genuinely, I think it's less than 5%.
You can't
Which is
say
why I'm
wallahi
not like-
less than 5%. You haven't even done the maths, bro.
For me,
You haven't even done the
I'm saying for me, like right now, if you ask me which team is more likely to finish above us, Forest or City, I'll say City. Even though I think we'll finish above them as well. But I would say Man City has a bigger chance of finishing above us in the league than Forest. Only because I can see that if Man City fix 2 or 3 issues, they can go on a run. And if we falter like crazy, there's 6 points, they can overtake
Yeah, but
us.
this is
I
where
don't
you're
think
showing
it'll
your
happen,
lack
though.
of knowledge, bro. Because we've got a hard 4 fixtures coming up. Like when we got Newcastle, you, and Man City. Our end to the season is probably one of the easiest. The last 7, 8 games. Nice. I think the only big club in there is Chelsea. The rest is all cannon fodder or teams on the beach. So Forest will have a good run. What I'm saying, and
But
this is
Bournemouth is a
important.
team on the beach.
Yeah, this is important for the Arsenal fans. Don't do a Spurs. Don't give yourselves any trophies after 10 games into a season. Yeah, I'm saying it's January.
So
bro.
I'm not.
The season
talking about
finishes in May.
Finishing second.
It finishes in May. I'm just saying.
Wolfie,
No,
you
I'm
play
talking
you
about
play
your
Fulham
fake
away?
trophy now.
Do you play Fulham away or home?
Away.
Okay, so realistically, before we face each other, I'm not trying to gaslight or anything. You guys can tell me if I'm not making sense. I think it's fair to say we'll probably beat Leicester. We'll probably beat West Ham. Is that fair, or do you guys think no, that you won't do it?
No,
I've
those
seen you
are
lose
fair.
to West Ham a couple of times recently.
Okay,
you know
so
what I'm saying?
yeah, but we slapped them 5-2 at their ground.
Yeah,
this
you
season.
should. You should. You must. You must.
Yeah, exactly. So let's say we beat Leicester and West Ham, which most people think we will do. Is it crazy for me to say you will drop points away to Fulham and away to Newcastle? I don't think it is, right? And if that happens, and I'm not even going to say loss, let's say you don't lose. Let's say you draw both games. There's a very, very, very realistic chance that before we play you at your ground, we're 8 points ahead of you.
Yeah, but there's also a realistic chance. Would you not agree that you could lose this weekend?
I think the chance of you dropping points to Fulham and Newcastle.
No, stop jumping forward. Let's go. Let's just look.
Yeah,
at this league.
I'm going to exactly. I'm going to this game. I'm saying, I think there's a much higher chance you drop points to Fulham and Newcastle than we dropping points against City this weekend. Generally.
Yeah, but that's not answering what I'm saying. There is a scenario this weekend where we beat
Yeah, of course.
Brighton
Yeah.
and you lose,
Yeah.
and the gap's 3 points.
Lose, I don't think so. Draw, worst case scenario. I don't see us losing, honestly.
We
I swear I'm not trying.
Zero,
I swear I'm not trying to be arrogant. Wallahi, I'm not trying to be arrogant. I just think this City team, if they were the City team of last season and we were in this form, I would even say, yeah, they'll probably beat us. But this City team, I don't know, man. I just feel like they get ripped open in the middle too often, even with this Arsenal team.
Can someone in
Maybe
the
I'm
chat
being
get a
arrogant. I don't feel I am.
timestamp,
Let's postpone the City Arsenal talk for a bit. Let's focus on Forest now. Because
لا
this
لا
is the
خلينا
Forest section.
خلينا.
Because
Yeah.
Wolfie is clearly trying to deflect from his club.
How am I deflecting?
How long,
Explain-
Hassam? How long have you
Yeah.
been doing this YouTube thing for? How many years?
4 years. 4 years.
Oh, I thought it was 5. Okay, fair. Arteta's been here for 5 years. You know, like there's lots of things have like good 5s in them. I just like I thought it was 5.
Yeah.
Wallahi, I thought it was 5. Anyways, fair. Go ahead.
That's a possibility.
That did not land, bro. That did not land.
It failed because I thought he was there for 5 years.
Yeah,
I was like,
because he thought
20.
was here for 5 years, isn't it? That's true.
Yeah, it didn't work then. Damn it.
Anyway,
Go ahead.
I think Forest will fall off. I think you'll fall outside the top 5. I don't think you'll get Champions League. It's mainly ignorance / the norm, because we have this in the past where teams that shouldn't be in the top 4 get themselves in the top 4, and then when it gets to like the last couple of months, they just fall off. So I'm expecting that. And yeah, I think Forest will end up finishing 6th or 7th.
oh, 6th or 7th.
Who you put in top 5 then?
Fair enough.
Just the top 6 without you.
Can I just quickly share something with you guys, because I think it's very important to share these things.
I swear, if it's some 5 fucking.
I have a feeling it's something hilarious.
Sure. For God's sake, why did I say anything, man? They scored. Cliver from outside the box. Beat Sells low to his right-hand side. For the love of God, why did I say anything? Was whipped down the line. Cliver up against Nico Williams. It's whipped in. Just go and do one, man. That stupid Atao scores. It's 2-0. I hate this. That Dominguez brings it down. Terrible pass by him as well. And now Bournemouth for him behind with Atao. He's got a square pass. No one's picked up the guy in the middle. There's the shot. There's 3-0. Fuck this shit, man. What the hell is Dominguez doing with that pass, man? And then they just walk through. And he could have squared it into the middle. They're just playing with their food right now. Tavernier lays it off.
Look how depressed he looks. Look at his face. He's so annoyed. Look. He's so
Oh my God, it's 4-0. A shot from miles away. Sells flicks it up and just basically passes it to that idiot Tawu. Attack is Tavernier. Plays it out wide to Semenyo.
I thought Sells was a great keeper.
Just drag Sells off the pitch. It's 5-0. Semenyo scores.
Drag him off the pitch.
Sells going back to slow motion Sells, man. Taiwo shins that pass in the first place. 5-0. This is embarrassing, man. Embarrassing. We're losing to a conference team 5-0 with their stupid stadium. With their stupid pitch.
You really hate Bournemouth, man.
Freaking vinyls of people on it to try and make it look like there's more people.
How
there.
nice is myself?
But no, we're still losing 5-0 to them. There goes our goal difference, man. There goes everything. What is this? What is this?
goal difference.
I've heard of bogey teams, but this is turning into shit teams. It's an absolute joke, man.
Oh my God,
That was a joke. Just sell him. Just leave him in Bournemouth.
It's
man.
6. Their goal difference is is it? It's 6, right?
The goal difference don't matter. The goal difference don't matter. Because
it doesn't. Okay.
No, seriously. Like, our goal difference would never have been as high as Liverpool's, Arsenal's, Man City's, you name it in that range.
Crying on that stream. Have some shame. Talking about it makes no difference.
But seriously, all right. Once your head stops being hot, when you think about it, do any one of you expect Forest to have a better goal difference in your team at the end of the season?
No,
okay.
But it doesn't mean you concede 5.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to soften my blow a little, right? That's what I'm saying. So it doesn't fucking matter. And it's Bournemouth, and I hate them. And that's done. We don't have to play them again this season. They cheat every time they play us anyway. So good, that's done. We can look forward. They do. Willy Bolly got sent off last season. Did you not see that? I mean, I'm surprised, Ashraf, with all the crying the Arsenal fans have done about that red card. Why were the Arsenal fans not crying when Bolly got sent off for a fake yellow?
Wait, so what cheating happened in the 5-0? I missed it because I didn't watch the game. Was there like a bad
They
call?
probably bribed the ref or something. I don't know.
Bribed the ref. Also, one thing you told me, Wolfie, last week. You told me that Arsenal are not going to be serious in this window. They're not going to do any business, which I agree with you. But you said Forest are going to be making moves this window, and we're looking to strengthen. Who are you signing? I missed out.
Well, the window's not shut yet, bro. The window's not shut.
No, but who do you think you're going to sign? Just so that next week when I see you,
what I would like to see is another striker and a CDM. I think and one more winger. I'd like 3.
Yeah, Habibi, and what I would like to see is Vinny Jr. and Mbappe. I'm asking you, who do you think you will sign?
I didn't
you
even
said
say
you'll
names,
sign
man. I just told you positions, and you're giving me a Habibi over positions, man. That's what I'm saying.
Fine.
I think Forest will sign
Can
one,
I
maybe
request
2.
something like for all the audience, and I know they'll all agree with me. Please, Wolfie, when you're about to play Arsenal, you have to bring Ashraf on the preview, please. No one else. It has to be Ashraf. It has to be Wolfie versus Ashraf. I didn't realize I wasn't
That
even
would be a
subscribed,
good game.
but I'm subscribed to Forest Fan TV, and now we will be there. Inshallah, we will be there, and that will be the greatest stream of all time. So yeah. Okay, LB, you haven't said anything on Forest yet. Let's get your thoughts before we move on to the Arsenal City stuff.
I did say that I don't think they're going to finish in the top 5. I think they're going to drop out of the Champions League spaces. I think these next 2 games, Wolfie said it, I think are crucial. They have to win them both, in my opinion. If they don't, that'll be it. Because I don't see them. They'll lose at least 1, maybe 2 of the games against the 3 or 4 tricky ones that they've got coming up. So yeah, I think they'll fall out, man. I think they'll finish 6th.
2 questions, LB. What's your current top 5? Because I think Wolfie asked that as well earlier.
Just the top 6 without Forest. So
do you think Chelsea get in?
Chelsea get in.
Okay. And the second question, do you still think Arsenal will lose to Forest?
Do I think Arsenal will lose to Forest? What, in a one-off game?
No, because you said last week that we will probably lose. Not probably. You said we will lose.
Oh yeah, in your predictions, you did predict.
In your prediction,
good prediction.
You still stand by it?
I'll have you losing to Forest in a one-off game. Yeah, is that what you mean?
Yeah. No. Last week when Hussam ran
the context. Last week we were going to Arsenal's fixtures, and then your prediction for Forest Arsenal was Forest win
1-0.
Yeah.
I'll stick with that.
Yeah.
Fair. Okay. Fair.
I'll stick with that. Yeah.
Are you still saying you won't lose to Man City?
Me?
Ashraf. Yeah.
Bro, forget losing. I'm saying we will win for sure.
Can someone in the chat just get the timestamp on that ready for next week?
Don't worry, we're ready.
Yeah. Honestly, if we do, it's the most This would be
timestamps is here anyway. 1 second, Ashraf.
This game, yeah.
This is perfect segue. Because now, okay,
I know what you're doing.
28 minutes of ruining Wolfie. You get me now. We get to talk about City and we get to talk about Arsenal. Let's talk about Arsenal. I think inevitably we will talk about Arsenal and Manchester City together and preview the game. But first, Ashraf, before we get to the game, because I want to work my way through towards the game, tell me first about Ollie Watkins, mate, and the whole situation over this last 24 hours.
Yeah. Look, he's obviously better than every crap we have up top. I mean, it's only 2 players, but I don't understand why people go with this mentality of, yeah, well, he's better than everything we have. Yeah, and so are 80% of the strikers in the league. Like, it doesn't mean much, in my opinion. Like, you're offering. First of all, this bid is kind of weird because you could see the same day that Al Nassr are agreeing with Villa for Duran. You know, Villa are not going to let both of them go. The 60 million bid feels like we're like, hey, you know what? It definitely will get rejected, but let's show that we are trying to do something. Which that's what it feels like, which is a bit annoying. But even if that bid was serious and we were really trying to get him because he said he's an Arsenal fan, and he dreams of playing for Arsenal one day and stuff like that. I don't know, man. It's just, for me, it's underwhelming because I think what Gyökeres's release cost is 10 million more or something like that, and I think he's a much better striker. Then there are many players out there. I'll just think about like, just go and try something harder for them. In the same team, I would rather go for Duran than for Watkins. I know that might sound crazy given that Watkins is outscoring him and all that kind of stuff, but just given that Duran's age and stuff and the talent he seems to have, I would rather go for that. I don't rate Sesko, and I'd still probably rather go for Sesko because if Sesko continues his form, he hasn't. With Sesko, I'm taking a gamble. Is he going to be the Bundesliga striker like Aubameyang and Heung-min Son that comes and kicks it in the Premier League immediately? Or is he going to be a Timo Werner or Podolski? I would rather take that gamble than get Watkins at 29, who I don't... Yes, he's better than what we have, but that's not a ceiling raiser. And I don't think he bridges that gap tremendously between us and Liverpool. So it's very underwhelming. And
I think it's PR, innit? It's PR, bro. Let's be honest.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's coming out now from a source that it was actually only a £45 million bid.
45?
Yep.
I read that.
Shows,
By the way,
Okay,
guys,
so-
breaking news. Arsenal FC has been charged after its players surrounded a match official during their Premier League fixture against Wolves on Saturday. The club allegedly failed to ensure that its players did not behave in an improper manner
Good.
around the 43rd minute. Arsenal FC has until Monday, 3rd February to provide a response.
You know what this is? Basically, the PJML got their ass handed to them with the Michael Oliver thing because they're like, damn, it was such a bad decision. We cannot say no. We cannot not rescind the red card. So fair enough, we'll rescind it. Lewis Kelly's there, and he will start against Sajid Hassan. By the way, the bet still stands. But we'll make sure we get something out of it. Yes, the players get charged. We'll do something. It's mental. This is clear emotional retaliation. Because even the way we were surrounding them, it's honestly, it's even, no, by
Emotional
the way,
retaliation. What are
it is
you doing
100%,
here,
100%.
bro?
By the way, I'm not someone who thinks it's a
100%.
conspiracy. I think anyone who says conspiracy and all that stuff, I don't think that's the case. I think the referees are just incompetent. I don't think the referees are sitting and conspiring on how to screw Arsenal over. But I do think the people running the PGML, because this came out last year when we beat the PGML in that case against Newcastle when Arteta was fined and it went to CAS and the CAS ruled in Arteta's favor. One of the reports in CAS is that some referees, they don't have it for Arteta, but they look at him differently because they get annoyed by his antics, which I understand. It is annoying, but then other managers used to do the same thing. Klopp used to be out of his spot all the time and yell and scream. When Arteta started doing it, it became a thing. Again, that's not the referees having something against Arsenal. It's just that they have a certain manager, just like how David Coote had Klopp, for example, that they found annoying for his antics, and subconsciously they end up making these decisions, in my opinion, against the manager.
Well,
I'm not moaning about the ref.
Well, this
I am
is
not.
just this is just a standard. This happens to every football club, bro. When you surround the referee like you did, you'll get fined. So that's what's going to happen. You get fined.
Okay, I guarantee you, I haven't done the research, but I guarantee you right now, this season, if I go and dig up clips, I will find at least 6 other clubs that have done the same thing. Do you guys remember any club that got charged? Unless you guys are telling me this is not happening.
Hello. Yes, we got charged 750,000 for a start.
This season.
Yeah, this season. And we've been
okay, fair.
And then we had our manager charged, fined, and banned for I think it was 3 matches or 5 matches. Our owner got banned from his own stadium for 5 matches.
Wait,
okay?
what was the thing? For what?
Oh,
what
what's the thing? This is the thing that frustrates me, bro. Is that you live in this Arsenal Cartel 6 bubble, and you just spewed all this crap out. And I've just given you 4 examples this season of it happening. 4 examples I just gave you. I can give you more. We had Morgan Gibbs-White got fined and suspended, and I think Nico Williams got fined as well. So there's
wait. Why was he fined? Remind me again.
So there was a brawl with Chelsea for a start. Failure to control players. We got fined. By the way, Chelsea didn't. Our manager got suspended off the back of that. It was another one in the Brighton match as well. Same things. So they are being
why you capping, Wolfie? I just read the link. Sky Sports. Nottingham Forest have been fined £750,000 and warned over their future conduct after posting comments about VAR Stewart Atwell on social media.
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
That's different from us surrounding the referee. You're
not listening to what I'm saying. I said the 750 is one example. I just told you about Marinakis. I just told you about Nuno. I just told you about Morgan Gibbs-White, about Nico Williams, about the brawl at Chelsea.
But that's happened with Arteta. I didn't bring it up.
We got fined for all of them. So before you do your grandeur, before you do your statements about finding another club, man, look outside your Arsenal bubble, is all I'm saying.
Wolfie,
guys, one second. I just got some intel. LB, did you actually used to be a ref?
I refereed 2 years, yeah.
I never knew this about you. Did you actually used to be a ref?
Probably, that means you're probably better than the Premier League referees.
Yeah, which is why I can slag them off, innit? Because I've been there, bro.
Wait, so what do you make of this whole situation then with Arsenal versus the referees?
I think it's pretty mad. I think the way Arsenal go on is crazy. There is no conspiracy. There is nothing that anyone has against Arsenal. I was quite surprised it got rescinded. The red card, but yeah, why? Because I think you can justify why it's a red card, and usually they only rescind it if it's like absolutely never a red card. And when you when you're not. Yeah, justified.
No,
He stood in
justified for me. Why do you think that was a red card?
I don't think it was a red card. Well, I
So how
don't know
could
if
you
it was a red card.
justify it?
What I'm saying is, I can see why they give it as a red card. When you stood the back of someone's leg and
Mm.
you make no attempt to play the ball, I can understand why someone might say that's serious foul play. When you
But
stood
he
the back
can
of someone's
he
leg.
can easily make the case, which again I'm assuming that's why it's rescinded, that yes, it's a tactical foul, but he was also trying to go for the ball. He was never going to win it, and he knew it. He knew he's never going to win the ball. But it's not like he kicked him from the other side. He kicked him from that same side where the ball was.
It wasn't
Again,
a
it's
kick.
obviously
He raked him.
He raked the
yeah,
back
it was
of
a
his leg.
trip. Yeah, I understand it was a trip, but again, that's never been given
No,
before.
he
that's
didn't
not a
trip him
trip.
up.
That's not a
That's not
trip.
tripping someone up, bro. If
Yeah,
I do that
don't-
in the street with some boots, bro, I'm going prison, mate. You can't rake someone's back of the leg with your studs. What I'm saying
But his
is,
intention was not to rake him. His intention was to trip him, and the studs caught. But my
I don't
point
think
is,
the intention ever
Caicedo
comes
and many
into it.
others have done the exact same thing, and that wasn't given as a red.
Yeah, but bro, what I'm saying is, I'm saying I can understand why they give it as a red card. When you look at it, I can see why it's a red card. So I was quite
I
surprised that they
agree.
rescinded it.
LB, the reason I disagree is because this is not the one time. I mean, it's happened many times before, but this is one of the few cases where the entire footballing world and ex-referee Dermot Gallagher, who, by the way, always backs the PGML in every single decision, everyone came out saying this was a wrong decision, including like pundits like Jamie O'Hara, who always like criticize Arsenal. So I think when the entire footballing world came out saying this is the most ridiculous decision they've seen,
Oh my
like
God.
Ben Foster came out saying this is the worst decision he's ever seen. Maybe that's an exaggeration because I think the worst decision I've ever seen was Liverpool Spurs last season. Yeah, I think Liverpool
Ben
Spurs last season was
Foster
the most
is your
ridiculous in my opinion.
authority.
But my point is, we have seen these tactical fouls. One of the things they mentioned.
It's not a tactical foul when you literally stood the guy's back of his leg.
Yeah, if he tripped him, then that's completely the worst decision I've ever seen. But he raked him. I don't think it was a red. I agree exactly with what LB said. You can make a case, be it you think it's weak or strong, that it was a red. There is a case you can make. Because here's the thing. Here's what I haven't. Arsenal fans been crying all week about it.
Don't you guys think you both are being shameless because it's not a red? Like, we have to be honest.
Exactly. Genuinely.
No,
You
so
are.
you guys all know.
Point.
Deep down, you know, if it happened to your club, you wouldn't want him to be sent off.
No,
Come on.
I just said I don't think it was a red. You're
But the
missing
thing is,
LB's point.
this is what they do, Wolfie, though, yeah? Arsenal fans can't understand what you're actually saying. I've not once said it was a red card or not. I understand why people might say it's a yellow card. I understand why people say it's a red card. I'm not sitting here. I think that this whole notion
So what's your opinion then?
I think it's an orange. I think it's a difficult one to call. I think I can understand why he's give it as a red, and if you would have given it as a yellow, I understand why he wouldn't give it as a yellow. But this notion it's the worst decision that people have ever seen is absolutely ludicrous.
So let me pick on what you said, LB. You said, I'm surprised they rescinded it because you can make a case. Why do you think they rescinded it then? If they could make a case?
Because maybe because Arsenal.
Not really. We appealed many times, and every single time we appealed, we've got rejected. So it's not that. So
maybe pressure, maybe media pressure. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why was there
pressure?
pressure?
Why was there pressure? Why? Because your whole fan base was online crying their eyes out. For
our whole wait. I can name 3 other incidents where our whole fan base went mental for a week. Why was it this special one?
Because Ashraf, the mainstream media got on the back of it.
The mainstream media backed it.
Why did the mainstream? Okay, fine. We'll keep going. We'll play the kids game. Why did the mainstream media get at the back of it when they haven't with other cases? Like, for example, I'll give you guys an example.
I'll give you guys
an example. Declan Rice is the first player to be sent off for kicking the ball. He didn't even kick it. He touched it away. We all went crazy, right?
He touched it away. See that, Wolfie? He touched it away. No, he kicked it away. He used his foot. That's a kick. That's a kick. He kicked it away. If you use your foot to kick the ball, that's a kick.
Okay. Yeah. He kicked it like 10 miles. You're right. He didn't just kick it like a yard.
Doesn't say that in the rules. It says if you delay the start of play, that's a yellow card. That's what he did. He delayed the start of play.
So why haven't they done it with every other player that has done it since then? Why has no other player been sent off?
It's literally just Arsenal players who do this all the time.
It's only Arsenal that kick the ball away.
It's only Arsenal players that have really, really bad temperament.
Ah, yes, fair. That's true. So it wasn't like Doku kicked the ball away at the Man City game, Arsenal. It wasn't like in the same game when Declan Rice got sent off, Joao Pedro kicked the ball half the pitch away in the first half, and the referee looked at him and just played on.
didn't-
That
I
didn't
didn't
happen.
see it.
Fair enough.
You're whining
point is-
so
We have
much, bro.
accusations
guys.
here from AMT. He's saying former referee LB backing Premier League referees. No wonder.
Exactly. By the way, Qasam Billah was gonna say this when Wolfie said
You know, LB, you revealed
But
this
LB
now publicly, and they're gonna use this against you forever. Just
when
so you know.
Wolfie,
I mean,
swear
you
to
can
God,
use it. The fact is, again, Arsenal fans are doing this thing where they hear one thing, it goes in one ear, they compute it to understand that you've said something
No.
completely
I'm
different.
even
questioning you
compute it.
on your logic. Your logic was, I'm surprised they rescinded it, right?
Correct.
Because usually when you can make a case, they wouldn't rescind it. So my question to you is, why do you think they rescinded it?
No,
Your
that's not
answer
how it
was an
works.
emotional
That's not
answer
how it
of
works.
media pressure.
No,
Why didn't
that's
the media
not
pressure
how
work
it works.
before?
Ashraf, I don't know why they've rescinded it. Yeah, if you want to know that, go and ask them why they've rescinded it.
Because they investigated and they said that was a wrong decision.
Right,
That's
cool.
why.
They think it's the wrong. They
You're
think it's
still
the wrong
missing his
decision.
point.
It's the wrong
This is
decision.
infuriating.
But
You're
Wolfie, I've
missing-
explained. They don't listen. These Arsenal fans don't listen because they can't. I don't know why. I've not said it was a red. I think it's I think it's an orange. I can see why they give it. If they would have given a yellow, I can see why they give a yellow. Usually, when they rescind a red card for a straight red, right? They only do that for something that's absolutely mad horrific. I don't think that was a
Exactly,
horrific
this
decision.
one was. Okay,
Well,
fair,
I don't
but
think it was.
the whole PGMOL except the referee that day thought it wasn't, except Michael
I don't
Oliver.
think it was.
Everyone,
Did VAR
so-
disagree with him? Did VAR disagree
Exactly.
with
So VAR as well.
guys,
So you just said the
VR
whole
yeah,
PGMOL
VR
You
world
can
did-
tell
apart from the ref,
LB
yeah?
you have a certain fan base really annoyed. Should have not been a blue or a purple card.
It's just a madness. How they can't understand it.
ELCN
I
is
don't know
so
why.
mad.
I go
know
through this
he's mad when he
conversation
says-
all the time with these Arsenal fans, yeah, and they can't understand anyone else's point of view apart from their own. I don't
LB.
disagree with anything that you've said. I acknowledge you and I understand your point of view. I give my point of view, and Arsenal fans start crying their eyes out. It's a
By the way, I'm
madness.
not disagreeing with your point. Your point of view agrees with
You
mine.
are.
I'm not discussing that. I'm discussing the point where you said the reason why I don't think I'm surprised they rescinded it was because you could make a case. I'm trying to argue that point that you cannot make a case. There's
Yes,
a
you
clear.
can.
Okay, you don't think
No,
you
you
can make
cannot.
a case. Okay, you don't think they do. But me and Wolfie are stating factually that this guy studied the back of his leg and had
Raked
no
him.
real intention to play the ball because he's never getting there. So that is in my opinion.
Yeah. But the
I
reason
think you can justify that as serious.
that's
foul
not in
play.
the rules, though. There's no rule that says if you start someone in the ankle or in the foot, it's a red card.
It
There's no
literally says
such
it on the
rule.
Premier League website. It says if
you start someone in the foot. Can you show me that rule?
above the
raked
ankle,
him.
it says it above the ankle. That was above the ankle.
over the ball.
Guys, his foot landed on his studs landed on his ankle. On his
and
foot, it
then
didn't land on
because
his
he
shin.
raked him
Bro,
down.
I
He
don't
raked
know.
with his studs
I
down.
don't know what more we
You
can
are
say
still
here.
missing the
Are
point.
you hearing
You are
this?
completely
Guys,
missing
Okay,
the
okay,
point.
okay, one second. Let me be fair here. I'll be the fair person. First of all, the worst refereeing display of all time was Chelsea versus Barcelona in 2009. That was the biggest robbery in football history, in my opinion.
No.
Second of
I
all,
think Liverpool Spurs still.
in the VAR era, I think it was Liverpool Spurs last season because you didn't even give a correct goal and we had two players wrongfully sent off. Third of all, I actually agree with LB. I understand where LB is coming from. He's saying, hear me out, he's saying it's an orange card, correct? I agree. Completely. Shake hand with LB right now, 100%, it's an orange card. But for the benefit of the game, if it is an orange card, then give it as a yellow. Because remember last season when like Kovacic was supposed to get sent off against Arsenal, they're like, oh, we don't want to be the main characters. Okay, follow the same ideology. I'm saying if you're not sure, let's say someone's not sure, it could be a yellow, it could be a red, right? Give it as a yellow just in case. I have so many questions. Number two, we saw in the Ipswich game, Wataru Endo getting a knee flied to the face in front of the referee and he gave it as a yellow card. Way worse than what happened to Skelly, and there is no red card given. And I have a genuine, none of you have actually mentioned the biggest problem with this whole thing. So the FA have rescinded it, right? Why didn't the VAR Hayawan on the day just rescind it? And then all this drama wouldn't have happened.
Exactly.
Why
Because
didn't
I think
why
they
didn't
agree
the
with me.
video assistant referee go like, you know, Michael, this could be an orange card. Like this is
That's
in
not
the
the
middle.
rule, though. That's
There
not
isn't an
the rule.
orange card.
I'm
not
just
VAR.
let me just
It's
put it
all.
out there. Let me just put it out there, and then I'm mute my mic. You're in the place of the VAR referee, right? I'd
Yeah.
go like, listen, Michael, I understand why you gave it as a red, but this is like in between a little bit.
Well, that's
If
not
I
the
were
rule. That's
you-
not how VAR works, though.
Fair enough.
The fact you said, I understand why you gave it as a red, would necessitate that it's not clear and obvious. You
Correct.
see the point?
That's right.
And that's why
So
they would
just for
have turned it
example,
over.
if he was,
The
if he was-
funny,
if-
the funny
if
thing
you give a
is,
yellow
Joao
card, I don't-
Gomez, who should have actually got a straight red, because that actually was studs above the
Yeah,
ankle.
Bro, you're so
No,
victim
it wasn't.
FC, bro.
How is it victim?
You know
FC?
what?
Guys,
You know,
let me clear
Liverpool
something
have
out.
the tag
I'm not one of those
having
Arsenal
the
fans
worst one.
who says
You guys are
conspiracy
getting
and
beyond
stuff.
Liverpool, man.
Wolfie, I'm not one of these Arsenal fans who says conspiracy. I've even started this whole monologue by saying there's no conspiracy. It's just incompetent refs. Anyone who thinks the referees are sitting conspiring, how will we screw Arsenal today, is being an idiot. I'm saying what's happening is subconscious bias, which happens with every team. I guarantee there are referees. David Could probably, when he refereed some Liverpool games, because he hated club. I'm not saying intentionally he wanted to screw over Liverpool. Of course not. But subconsciously, he might have made some wrong decisions because of that. That's all I'm saying that's happened.
But we're not.
By the
we're
way,
not saying...
Michael Oliver is also the same referee who, for the first time in the history of the Premier League, gave 2 yellow cards to Martinelli in the same phase of attack against Wolves a couple of years ago. Michael Oliver is the same guy who clear-cut, and even
Were they
LB will
both
admit this.
yellows? Were they both
I hope
yellows?
the first one was, the second one wasn't. Michael
In your
Oliver is the
opinion?
same referee who even LB will attest to this last season. Should have sent Kovacic off, and he didn't. That's not because, again, I'm not doing the agenda. It's not
He
because he's being
refereed the
paid.
Doku McAllister one as well.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
What you were doing,
not because he's
Ashraf,
guys.
you're
Well,
doing
sorry,
the
I'll just land on this.
mentality, bro.
I'll just land
You're
on this,
doing the
Wolfie.
victim
Not
mentality.
because Michael Oliver is in the books of City and he went and refereed for Abu Dhabi. We know we say this as jokes, but that's not the real thing. He just made incompetent mistakes. Maybe it's subconscious bias. Maybe he's just that incompetent. I refuse to believe he's that incompetent because I've seen him in many other games being quite good. I think sometimes he's had this bias against us for whatever reason. Maybe he hates Arteta, whatever the hell reason it is, that sometimes it affects him. The way David Coot was affected by Liverpool, the way maybe Chelsea fans say Anthony Taylor is affecting them, because this season Anthony Taylor was suspended after giving Chelsea 14 yellow cards in one game. I don't remember which game that was. And he went and refereed the championship, Bournemouth. And he went and refereed the championship, by the Crystal Palace, I think, not Bournemouth. And he went and refereed the championship next week. Chelsea fans can easily come out and say, bro, it's been 6 years of
But
Anthony Taylor.
Ashraf, you sound so whiny, bro. I love you, but wallahi, man, it's just
You
whiny.
say that,
You're
but-
saying not conspiracy. I agree, but what you're doing is victim FC. Every single one of us and every single person in the chat can give you. Rob Jones does it for us. Anthony Taylor does it for us. Everyone's got a list of the refs, bro. I don't understand why Arsenal fans think their grievances against refs are more special than every other team's grievances against refs. That's what I don't get.
Though.
So yes, it is, because it's been a week and we're still talking about it. It's like, come on,
Because
move on.
Wait a second. When Liverpool Spurs happened last year, everyone spoke about it for weeks. Yes,
Because
that was a worse decision.
Black and white. That was binary, 0
Well,
or 1. Black and white.
Most
This
people,
is still, whether you like
ex-referees
it
and
or
the
not,
current
is
referees, not just
subjective.
us.
Whether
Well
you
done,
like
lads.
it or
Good
not, this is
process.
still subjective.
That's messed up right there.
Huh?
Yeah. Guys, I
Well
understand
done,
it
lads.
was
Good
messed up.
process. Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah,
Not
I
a
agree.
debate.
I agree.
But for me,
I agree,
it's the taking of a slightly controversial decision, right? Which you can argue either way, and
I don't think
blowing
it
it
was
up
slight.
like it's the
I think it was
biggest robbery in world football. That's the thing for me, where it's just like gets tiring. Every single time you get a decision go against you, you guys act like it's absolutely insane decision.
Yeah.
And that's where I think it's mad, because I don't
Yeah.
think it was an insane decision.
We had a
think-
ref.
I think this
we
one
had a
was.
ref
I don't think the
who's
other ones
admitted
were, but
to
this one was.
bribery. We lost, we got knocked out in Europe because of bribery. Yeah. Factual. That's happened. Yeah. You lot are crying because he raked his leg. Again, I don't think it was a red.
I'm gonna have
You
to
guys are
double
crying
check
about it.
everything Wolfie says, because Wolfie just said earlier
Go say it.
750,000 for doing the same thing on the pitch, and I read and it's actually something completely different. Their
No, I didn't.
freaking
No, I
account
didn't. I was giving you
went and
examples
posted
of
something
fines.
about Stuart Atwell.
Okay, go check
Fine.
it. Go check it.
Yeah, but that was a deserved fine. You deserve to get fined if you
No,
tweet
I'm
something
talking
about a referee.
bribery. I'm talking actual
course you deserve.
bribery. So when you get
I'll
to
double check
bribery
it.
stage, come cry to me, okay? Come cry to me then. If it's
But
over
how
a
is that relevant
tackle
to this?
and Declan Rice being sent off, bro, I can speak to any fan base. Their grievances will be, bigger than yours. It's like,
Yeah, but by the
get
way,
over it.
who sent
Bottom
off?
line is,
Who
you
sent
still
off?
won
Who
the
sent off
game.
Declan Rice?
You still won the
Who sent-
game. Now I was talking about Declan Rice kicking the ball away that you guys are still going on about from 6 months ago, right? Let it go.
I brought it now as an
Just
example.
take
We
a
don't
page
just bring it out of
Elson's book,
nowhere.
man. Let it go.
No. Because literally no other player has been forget sent off because he was on a yellow. I understand why he got sent off. I'm saying no other player has been. I think one or two players have been booked for it. There was a game where Soboslai was on a yellow card booted the ball away. I know they lost to Forest. I get it, and maybe that's why he didn't book him then.
Yeah, but
it's
we were
still a bookable
losing. So
offence.
how could it be time wasting?
Yeah, but that's not the rule. The rule was if it's a foul, you need to leave the ball away.
Does he get booked? If he doesn't kick the ball away, does he get booked?
Sorry?
If Declan Rice doesn't kick the ball away, does he get booked?
No, he doesn't. But it still shouldn't have been the case
so
because
maybe
he didn't boot
should tell him, don't fucking kick the ball away.
Wolfie, that's not the point. The point is
It
we're
is the
asking for
point.
consistency.
It's not
No,
the point,
it's not
Wolfie,
because
apparently. It's not the point.
It's-
Don't take
it's-
accountability, man.
it's not because, by the way,
Ashraf,
it
Ashraf,
isn't
listen,
because
let me give
Trossard
you
did it against
an
City a couple
analogy,
of weeks
right?
later. One sec, Wolfie. Trossard did it a couple of weeks later against City. And in the stream, I said that was a deserved red card, a second yellow. He deserves to be sent off. There's a difference. First of all, you guys make it seem, when you guys say kick, as if he booted the ball away. In that same game, Joao Pedro booted the ball half the pitch across. After the referee blew the whistle.
Let me give you an analogy. Right?
I'm just saying there's no consistency.
if I
Well,
was
one
to-
second, because we have
I'll
someone
end
in
it
the
on
chat
this.
backing. There's someone backing LB, so we showed the one cooking him. So let's show the one backing him. First of all, big up Craig. Newcastle fans, apparently, he's told me this before. They're preparing a Michael Oliver legend banner.
That'd be funny.
If they do that, that is football shit.
Yeah, but then if they get,
Right.
if somehow Arsenal somehow then knock Newcastle out, that would then be a
Yes.
massive L.
No,
so
that
I would only get
would
that
be
banner
hila-
out where you know
It
you've
would
won.
just be elite. I'll be honest with you. I actually wait to see that, Craig. If you actually have that banner out, I will genuinely laugh at it. By the way, guys, come on, we have 550 people in here. Let's get to 200 likes at least. Bunch of frauds. This is the argument Nilotpal is making here. He's saying, when I saw the challenge, I also agree it can be given as a red, orange. So he's agreeing it's an orange card. I am more surprised why more and more people don't agree with LB's logic.
They think it's a mad, like, controversial, extreme position when actually it's quite
it is.
quite a very centrist position
Yep.
to take.
Objective.
Where I can see it. It's very objective decision opinion. It really is.
I don't think it is.
Can I just add one analogy, Ashraf? Right. If you were to go in your car right now and speed, yeah, and you got clocked by a speed camera, let's say you did 35, nothing major in a 30 zone, yeah. Would your
You're such a
argument
fraud. You're such a
it's
fraud.
just to follow
Wolfie.
your logic?
No, I like it. Let him land.
One
One second. Let him land. I like this example. This is really good.
Wait,
Continue.
so would by your logic, if you turned up in court to challenge it, would your challenge be, well, every other car that passed that day did over 30 and they didn't get a ticket or a fine.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't
Yeah.
have a ticket or a fine.
Okay.
Would that be your logic?
Good question. No, that wouldn't be my logic because I committed a clear crime. Everyone can see it. It's there on camera. It's done. Let me ask you a question now, Wolfie. I don't know about the laws in England, but in many countries, by law, you're supposed to drive with two hands on the wheel, right? By law, like they say the 2 and 10 crap. If a cop catches you driving with one hand, he can legally fine you, right? He can legally.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Would you if he fines you for driving with one hand, would you go like, well, I deserve that, to be honest. I broke the law. Or are you gonna say, but nobody ever gets fined for this, so it's a bit absurd that I got fined for this?
So you would come with that same logic as what you're saying. So if you got caught, you'd say, bet everyone else does it.
I would accept the fine, but I would say this is a stupid decision that I should have never got fined for this. But I would accept that I can do nothing about it. The same way we accepted Declan Rice, and we didn't even. I don't even think Arsenal fans can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't even think we appealed the Declan Rice thing because there's a clear law. We were just saying that was a stupid decision. That's
you
it.
didn't appeal it because you can't. It was a double yellow. That's why you didn't appeal it. Let's be real here.
Okay, but the point is we appealed this one, and unlike every other appeal we did since the last couple of years. Yeah, fair. And unlike every other appeal we did since the last couple of years, we won this one. And the majority of the footballing world, forget even Arsenal fans, because let's say Arsenal fans are biased, majority of the rivals and the referees and whoever, like Simon Jordan, who's always like, no, players are just being emotional. All of them said this was a bad decision, right? And that's why the PGMOL rescinded it. Because I agree with LB in a way that if the PGMOL thought there is an actual argument you can make for it being a red, I genuinely don't think they rescinded. I don't think they sit there give a shit like, but if we don't rescind it, we're going to get flack from everyone else and Arsenal fans are going to hate us. I don't think they give a shit about that, right? I think they looked at it and said, damn, that's such a bad decision. Yes, we're going to rescind it. That's it.
Enough on this, man. I mean, it's going around in circles. It's going around in circles.
Okay. Speaking going around in circles, this perfect segue to talk about Man City. Before we do that, Wolfie has to leave now to go to that meeting. You get me? So big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure guys go subscribe to Forest Fan TV. Thank you, Wolfie, for joining us. Appreciate
Much
you.
love, and Ashraf, make sure you win on Sunday, bro. Make sure.
Wallahi,
I should say the same thing to you. Make sure you get double-digit goal difference, bro. Make sure.
We'll see what we can do. I'll see you guys later. Salam.
See you guys. See you. Appreciate you. Anyway, listen, we're gonna be moving on to talk about Man City and of course previewing a little bit the Arsenal game. Big up to all of you guys. Big up to Nilat Pal, Craig, ELC, and an AMT for the super chats as well. Guys, let's get the likes up. Subscribe to the channel. Go subscribe to Forest Fan TV. It's LB, more LB, and Ashraf talks football as well. So go subscribe to all of these guys. You get me? So yeah, this segment right here, I've been looking forward to it. Now we have the mano a mano. You get me? First, let's start off with LB, of course, because your club is actually winning games of football now. So there is a positive change from your perspective. Obviously, you beat Bruges, but we're not here to talk about Champions League. You beat Chelsea this weekend. Talk to me just how you currently feel about your team, LB, and your thoughts on the game this Sunday.
I feel better. Still don't feel great. I think we'll get top 5, which was a bit iffy on a couple of weeks ago, but I think we will get top 5 now, especially if we get a couple more signings. We're attacking much better. We're actually a pretty good team now at attacking. Defensively, we're getting better because we've got John Stones in there. Previously, we had Diaz. We have to have Diaz or Stones in the team, otherwise we're horrendous. Midfield, on the ball, great. Off the ball, horrendous. So that's a summary of where we're at. This weekend, get in there, take a point, no injuries, get out. See you later. I'm very happy with that. It all but ends Arsenal's title race. It's a good point for us. That's a win against Chelsea, a win against Bruges, a draw against Arsenal at the Emirates. That's a good point for me, and we keep it moving in the game after. So yeah, that's where I'm at, bro. I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling all right. Get top 4, move.
This Sunday, you worried? You scared? You?
I'm not scared, bro. You know what it is? When you're going for top 4, there's not a lot of pressure, really, isn't it? I noticed this over the last couple of weeks. When you're in a title race, you have to win every game. Like, every game is like a must-win game. Like, you can't afford to drop points, innit? You know what I mean? Like, but when you're in top 4, yeah, these teams that have been chasing top 4 over the last couple of years, they've got it easy, man. Yeah, I'll take a little point at the weekend. Yeah, maybe we drop points to Newcastle, but then we beat the next team. You know, you beat another team, you're back in the top 4 again. It's like, oh, the pressure to get in the top 4 is nothing like the title race. The title race is relentless. It is mentally draining, mentally fatiguing. Yeah, it's fucking long, and you have to win every game. And the top 4, you can just. Well, I mean, like we went what, 1 win in 14, and we're are we in the top 4? I think, are we top 4 now or top 5?
Yeah, but the difference, LB, is that the teams that usually battle for top 4 should be there, right? And that's their level, which is why for them it's like a relentless battle. Because imagine, like, yes, I know you'll keep dropping points here and there, but you're competing against 3-4 teams. But when a team of your caliber is in the top 4 race, it becomes slightly easier, because even in your worst, and this is probably your worst season since like the City takeover, I think, or after that by a few years, no matter how bad you are, you will still be a level above, I don't know, your Chelseas and let's say Newcastle.
I hear you. So you're saying that my lack of stress is not comparable to fans of other teams in this position?
Yeah, exactly. But Chelsea, Forest, Villa, and Forest battling for top 4.
They ain't feeling like I'm feeling.
No, they're not.
Nah, I get you. I do understand. I do understand that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's.
Wallahi, I love Aboud. I'm sorry. I just love Aboud. This guy's fucking hilarious. We have a higher chance of Stones getting injured than winning that game,
Bro.
He's in UAE as well. Big up Aboud.
Yes, yeah, he's a City fan.
It's a mad. The Stones, man, with his injury record, it's just so bad.
Is it that bad that you fully think there's a bigger chance of a player getting injured than you winning? That's
can I say this on him?
Extremely good chance of Stones getting injured, so he's right on that. Yeah.
A year ago, before this last season started, the one with 89 points, I was asked, who do I think are the best 3 centre backs in the world? And I actually had Stones first at the time, and people are laughing at me because I put him ahead of Salih. But I think this guy, up until 2 years ago, was a phenomenal centre back. It sucks that injuries have ruined him that bad, because he's the kind of centre back who, yes, he doesn't have blinding pace, but he could play amazing on the ball, good on one-on-ones, physical, can win the aerial battle, can score you clutch goals. It sucks that injuries just destroyed him like that. I don't even
Yeah,
think he comes
I
back.
think he's all round our best defender, all round. But unfortunately, he just can never stay
Yeah.
fit.
Yeah.
There is no way you really think like that, because listen, this is Man City after all. I know, and here's the thing: this could go one of two ways. I'm going to be completely logical about this. You guys remember the Etihad game, the whole stay humble thing, the whole red card. If Arsenal let emotions get the better out of them, this could be a City win. But
Yeah.
if they use emotions in a positive manner, as in we're going to use that as fuel for us to perform today, then Arsenal could win the game. I think if Arsenal go into this game just completely emotionally fueled, then they will make mistakes. They're going to make errors. And at the end of the day, listen, whether Man City are having a bad run or not, Manchester City are capable of doing something on any given day. Now, the reason with us why I'm happy, as in Liverpool perspective, is because Manchester City have to play either Bayern or Madrid either side of our game. So that game I'm going to be a bit more comforted and relaxed, because LB even knows himself they have to fight both legs, whether it's Bayern or Madrid. So with this game right here, obviously the one thing I will say with Arteta, I was shocked he actually went with a strong team against Girona. I really thought he's going to do what Slot did and just send a bunch of kids, to be honest with you. And like with
I
Neto
think he did the right thing. I always say momentum's key.
Why? Why?
I always say this. It's just my fundamental belief in football that you should not rotate when you're on a winning streak, when you're doing
So
well.
do you think we lost momentum because we lost to PSV as an example?
We'll find out this weekend, won't we?
Yeah,
Well, when was
it?
it? Where was it? What
It
score
was it was in Netherlands, but we literally played all kids plus kids.
I'm a firm believer in momentum, and even if you rotate and lose, I just think that is a risk. It's just a personal fun.
We heavily rotated.
I don't
Like,
care whether you heavily
Hello.
rotated and played the under 12s. I have a fundamental belief, that momentum is key and powerful. That's why when teams get going and they get on a 10-match winning streak, they cannot be stopped, because momentum carries them through games. And when you end that streak, you know what I mean? Even if you rotated, it's ended. It's ended. It's just a personal view that I always have in football. I have seen it before.
I hear you.
I hear it as well.
I just disagree with your view, but I understand your logic. Is what I'm gonna say.
But we kind of rotated as well, Hussam. Though we like a lot of our starting players.
Come on, you had the likes of Trossard play. You had like a bunch of players.
Yeah, but that's because we have no one else.
Okay, let's look at your lineup, right? Let's look at your lineup. Trossard, Odegaard, Partey,
and Trossard doesn't start all games.
Calafiori is the people that I consider at least starters. So those are 5 players that didn't necessarily have to play. And the issue is, in the game itself, you brought on Skelly, you brought on Rice, you brought on Havertz, you brought on Timber and Martinelli.
I'll answer that. I'll tell you why. So first off, like for starters, Trossard, in my opinion, at least for Arteta, I don't think he looks at him as a starter. I still think he prefers Martinelli. But anyways, one of the two. So basically, he either started Trossard, who is a bench player for him, or he started Trossard, who's a starter, and he benched Martinelli, who would probably start against City, right? Partey played only one half. Timber played only one half because they rotated between each other. I know you think Calafiori is a starter. He's not for Arteta. You're going to see it again this weekend when he starts Lewis Skelly, unless somehow he decides to do some tactical change. And the reason he's brought all those players on, and he's done it every single time, even in the Europa League in dead games, or in the League Cup in dead games, because he values match fitness more than training. So even in like games when we're winning 4-0, 5-0, for example, he would bring on Saka and Odegaard to play like 5-10 minutes if we have like a certain game coming up on the weekend, just to get them that match momentum. Because he's not that worried about the injury risk in those 10-15 minutes. But he sees the benefit of getting the 15-20 minutes match run and keeping them in form. And he's done that like consistently before. I think he even spoke about that once, if I'm not wrong. So I'm not surprised of him bringing those players. And I think that's a good thing, to be honest. Because they saw the game.
Fair enough. Maybe I just fundamentally disagree with what you're saying. Big up to Aboud, by the way. I can't lie. You made me laugh there. I just fundamentally disagree with the idea, but I hear where both of you are coming from. Me personally, if it's a dead rubber game specifically, I'd always want rest. So no one here sees any universe in which City win this Sunday. Like, is everyone?
City can win. 100%. City can win. You know what I mean? But our record against top 6 sides is not the best. We did beat one last weekend, but it's still only 5 in the last 18 months. We still have major issues in midfield off the ball. But City can win the game. I've gone for a draw. I think it's going to be 1-1.
I
Which
asked the
I
question
don't.
on Qahwa. I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask it to you, LB. If I put a gun to your head and I say you cannot predict a draw, what would your prediction be? One team has to win. Like right now, draw is not a possible result. You have to go for someone winning. Who would you go for?
I go for City.
Really?
I think your attack is pretty dead, bro. Like I think without Saka, if you had Saka, maybe, but like, yeah, I'm pretty confident we
Bro,
could-
I know
we
you
could get
say
something
that,
out of
but
the game.
outside so in the Premier League specifically, we've actually been scoring the last few games. I know League Cup and the FA Cup, yeah, we fail. I agree.
Yeah, no,
But
I just
if you look at the like Brentford, Crystal Palace, obviously Wolves was just 1-0 and Ipswich was just 1-0. But you know, it's like we've and reality for me is why I see a bigger chance of. By the way, we beat City last season without Saka. Saka wasn't even there. We played Jesus on the right and Nketiah up top. And in Waneri as well, funny enough, has been hitting form. He's been in form the whole season whenever he's played, and he's doing well on that right wing and scoring goals. The reason why I think there's a much higher chance of us still winning, well, bunch of reasons. One is we have the best or second best defense. I think City, as good of an attack as they have, even at their pump, struggle to break defense like ours. We haven't lost against any of the big teams, 6 teams in the Premier League since the start of last season. So it's been many games. I think it's City. It's been like 3 or 4 games in a row. I think we're in better form than Man City. I know they won the last 2 games, but if you look at the overall form, I think we have been better. So I don't know. Everything for me just points towards an Arsenal win. And we, outside missing Saka, who's, yes, a big miss. I completely understand that. While Waneri is nowhere near Saka, but he's been a very, very good player on the right. So we're not actually missing anyone major this weekend except Saka. And we have a decent backup for him, at least for this game. Maybe not in the whole season, but just for this specific game. And the last thing, I know you guys will laugh about this, by the way. I think Kyle Walker should have gone. I don't think he should have stayed 100%. He's been horrendous this season. But somehow, because Martinelli can only use pace, Walker every time seems to lock him up. Every time seems to lock him up. This game when we played at the Etihad, before and after the red card, yes, I know Walker had that mistake when there was a foul and we took it quickly. But outside that, Martinelli would even give up before starting to run. So I feel like now maybe Martinelli might have a better game. Every time before that, when he used to go up against Cancelo and the other guys, he used to have a decent game. So I don't know. I feel like we have a much better chance of winning this game. And we rested 4-5 players like Rice and all, Saliba and these guys. I think maybe Raya might come back hopefully this game.
I can't lie to you, Matthias Nunes on the right back is a bit spooky.
It is, bro. It is.
yeah, I mean the thing is with Nunes, right? He plays well all game, but he's just at fault for a goal every game. So it's like,
What's
I
the
mean,
point?
we've all got those players in the team, yeah, that like, if you took out that one moment, you'd be like, they had a really good game today, but they're always at fault for a goal. And he was at fault for a goal at Bruges. He was at fault for a goal
Conor
at
Bradley.
United.
United, yeah.
Sporting Lisbon, and it's just like, bro, I want to like this guy so much, but he just costs me goals every single time he plays.
But do you think that's because you guys don't play him in the correct position, though? He's a midfielder. He's not a right back. He's not a winger.
I think he just makes mistakes in midfield as well. Really bad signing. Awful signing. That's why his best position for City this season has been left wing. He's actually been pretty good, but he's not going to play left wing now because he's got Marmoush, Savio's cooking, Doku's been playing well. So
did Marmoush actually play yesterday against Bruges?
No, he couldn't play in it, but he can play in the next round. Are they going to play off
In the knockouts?
Yeah.
In the playoffs, can he play?
He can play in the playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't remember? I told you last week. I said I don't fully agree with that. Like, but obviously it benefits my team, so I'm fucking happy. But
do you think you're going through against Bayern or Madrid?
No.
You'll go through against Bayern.
I agree. I think Bayern you go through. Madrid, no.
I think
Madrid, no.
I think we lose both.
You're so defeatist, LB. You need to get a grip, honestly.
I'm being realistic.
You're so defeatist. You're so like, oh, we're gonna get a draw. We can't beat Arsenal. We're getting knocked out of the Champions League.
I'm being realistic, bro. My prediction.
Even if you sign a DM. Even if you sign a DM now.
Bring back the real LB. Where's the real LB, man?
Douglas, this is the real LB. The real LB is authentic. I give you my honest opinion.
Yeah, but Bayern are awful.
Bayern are horrendous.
Bayern are not
in the Champions League.
Bayern
are horrendous.
Bayern are not an awful team. And if you get Musiala playing on the shoulder of Mateo Kovacic, my God, we're going to be in trouble, man. You know what
Yeah,
I
but I
mean?
can say the same thing for you. They play with that their back line with pacey players, and you have Marmoush now, can get ripped open. Ripped open. And Haaland as well, who likes to run
Yeah,
it
no,
behind.
bro. I'm not saying like, bro. I
Let
think
me tell you.
we've got
Let me tell you their lineup. Listen to this. This is their lineup, right? Last game, just so you know. I know what I'm saying. If you get Madrid, I'll shake your hand. I'll be you're out. But Bayern
Yeah,
Munich,
you're out.
you're through. Listen to this, yeah. Neuer, Sasha Bowie, right back. Kimmich and Kim Min Jae, center back. Stanisic, left back. You want to know who their lone DM is? Pavlovic.
Pavlovic
Then
is a
they've
good
got
player. What are you on about?
Then they've got
He's
Thomas
decent.
Muller
Yeah, he's decent.
I'd have
and
him at City,
Olise,
Pavlovic. What are you
Sané,
talking about?
Tel, and Kane. That was the last. Obviously, Tel is now gone. But
Tell
that's
is
just
out. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not a
They're
bad.
gonna
That's
have
not a
Gnabry or
terrible.
Coleman or whoever. So,
Oh, they've got a good team.
bro,
Nah,
that
but
team
LB,
smells.
LB, compare it. They've got Kane and Sane and all, but you've got Marmoush and Haaland. I think that's a better combination.
No. Listen, I think if we get Bayern, we've got half a chance, right? But Real Madrid will ruin us.
Yeah, Real Madrid, it's over. Yeah, 100% it's over. There's no question. I think Real Madrid are favorites to win the whole thing. I think they're going to win the whole thing, in my opinion.
I think Real Madrid really suit the Champions League this year.
Yeah.
Again,
Yes.
fucking win
And
every
Mbappe
year.
has clicked now. Mbappe has been banging goals like left, right, and center.
I'm worried
Except
about
last
Madrid, but not Bayern. I'll be honest with you. Like if we were playing Bayern, I wouldn't be like, oh no, we're playing Bayern. I wouldn't give
This
a
is
fuck.
another year that Arsenal should really target the Champions League. While everyone's not particularly great.
Man, everyone said that last season as well. Last season, Madrid looked shaky in the beginning. What's their name?
They were
Man
shaky all
City were.
tournament. They should never. I can't believe they won that tournament last year. They were
Yeah,
shaky
yeah.
all year.
Man City also in the beginning, like when they were not winning, when they were bottling the games against Chelsea, Spurs, and all, they were saying, "Man, it's not the same." Man City, Liverpool were not the same. They were up. Liverpool were okay, like they were up and down. No, actually, Liverpool were not even in the Champions League last season. Sorry,
Bro,
I
we're
don't
not
know, bro.
starting that, mate.
Yeah, you were in the Europa League. Yeah. My point
Yes.
is, everyone said the exact same thing last season. Look at this Arsenal team, Cook. It doesn't work that way. And Arsenal fans, I'm here to break it to you. Can we win the Champions League? Of course we can. Yes. Are we winning it? There's no chance, because the reality is, in my opinion, you need experience to go through this. I don't.
No, I agree.
I heard Hassam's take and all, and I understand how he says you need moments players. I think they help, but I think you can win without them. But the problem is, you need
Name a club that's won
experience.
without moments players.
Bayern Munich 2020 when they won the treble. My point is,
You think Bayern Munich didn't have moments players that year?
Lewandowski bottled it in the final. He didn't do anything. The guy who scored their winning goal was Coman. They're not moment players.
Yes,
they're a
but that's not the
machine.
point.
They're a
Divock Origi has
machine.
scored goals in Champions League finals. Havertz has scored goals in Champions League finals. But you need at least moments players to get you there. Like you need Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne, Salah, Mane, blah blah blah.
But
That's
I
what you
think
need to
Bayern
get you
Munich
there.
got there because of the whole team and how they play. But anyways, they're the exception because not a lot of
And they
teams
had
do that.
Kimmich
anyways.
as well. Come on, they had
He's not a
Kimmich.
moments player. Kimmich is not a
Right.
moments player. Like
Yes, he
he's a-
is because he can
he's
he
not
can
a-
win you a game with a pass, deep lying playmaker.
come on, no. What do you mean? Like
that was
doesn't
the
make
best
sense.
version of Kimmich.
By that logic, we have Odegaard. He can win us a game with a pass. He did against Porto actually last season in the Champions League. Without him, we don't win that game. I don't
did
think
that
that's the
against Porto,
moments.
listen.
Players are Vinny Jr., Mbappe, Hazard, Salah. Who else now? In Haaland, let's say if he gets the proper delivery, or Kevin De Bruyne. It's not Kimmich, bro. Kimmich is a good player that wins you games with the team. He cannot do something on his own, like out of nowhere. Whereas KDB on his own sometimes can take a shot or give you a through ball that no other player in the world right now can give. Haaland can score like an overhead kick or make a run or beat 2-3 center backs like no other center back, like no other striker can do. For me, the reason why we won't win it is because every team that has won the Champions League, bar none, has crazy level of experience with the manager and the team both, and have gone through difficulties like no other in the last 4-5 years before that. We haven't gone through that yet.
I hear you. I
I still think it's good. I think it's going to be a draw this weekend, man. I'm going to go for a draw in the game. I think that ends Arsenal's title race, and Liverpool just need to make sure they handle business on Saturday. They really do. You could argue, Hussam, this is now one of your biggest games of the season now.
Which
Seriously.
one?
On Saturday.
Bournemouth away.
Oh, of course. Every game is a must-win game now. I'm not fucking around anymore.
Because if you win that game, there's a very good chance you're basically Premier League champions this weekend if City get some sort of result, a draw. Or
Here we
win.
go. You always overdo it, LB. I'm always like on your side, and then like we're climbing the hill, and then you just push me off,
Bro,
and then you just
what?
say, go for yourself.
You talking to get me? Where's my chest yet? Right. So if you win this weekend, you go 56 points, right? That means if City do get a point, Arsenal will be on 48 and you have a game in hand and you still refuse to get your chest out.
No, that's wrong math. Why are you giving wrong math, mate?
If you win this weekend, you go 56 points. If
Yes.
Arsenal draw, they go 48 points and you have a
That's
game in
8
hand.
points. That's it.
Why did I
So
not say
8
anything?
points lead is impossible to swing.
That's what he said. He said 8 points. No, by the way, Hussam, question to you then. Hussam, question to you and no agenda. Tell me your actual answer, whatever you feel really is the answer.
First of all, guys, like the
Which
video
one?
and subscribe. Do you guys want to
Yes,
talk about
guys.
Liverpool? No problem. We can talk about Liverpool.
No.
Like
This
the
is
video,
about
guys. Like the video. Yeah, let me
this
chat
is
then.
about Arsenal, Liverpool City. For
Go
this
ahead.
weekend, genuinely, Hussam, give me the actual answer, the honest
Tell
answer,
me.
yeah?
Yes.
This weekend,
Yes.
which one do you think is more likely? Arsenal winning against Man City or Liverpool winning away against Bournemouth? Genuinely.
More likely,
like-
of course, Liverpool winning. Yeah.
Okay, fair. I actually think it's the opposite. I think Arsenal are more likely to beat City than Liverpool to beat Bournemouth.
Yeah, but I'm
Even
not
though I
worried.
still think Liverpool will win the league this season for sure.
Well, let me tell you something. Yeah, if that happens, I think that would mark a huge shift in the Premier League race, and I'd start seriously looking at Arsenal if that happens. I
still
think
don't
this
believe it.
weekend
We're gonna
is
lose
the
to
biggest
Bournemouth.
weekend of Premier League for a long time. I think if Liverpool win and City get a point or win at Emirates, it's done. I think if Liverpool drop points and Arsenal beat City, for me that marks a turning in the road. And I think at that point, I'm looking at Arsenal thinking that they could hunt them down. I really do.
I
I
still don't think
think-
we'd win it then, honestly.
I think we beat Bournemouth and Arsenal City. It depends on the emotions, but if we're being logical, it has draw written all over it, like just prediction wise.
Which means Liverpool win the league.
Brother, it is February.
8
Relax.
points clear with a game in hand.
Calma,
And
por
we've played-
favor.
Arsenal would have played 24 matches.
Yeah, that's just over halfway through. Calma, please. Calma. Don't gaslight me. You gaslit me last season. I will never forgive you.
I'm just surprised. Wallahi, guys, I swear to God, because I predict Arsenal losing games. I'm not one of these guys like, I will never predict my team losing. But I'm just surprised you guys are saying it has draw written all over it when
How are you
they
saying
have-
City is easier than Bournemouth and you're like claiming like I'm crazy?
Why are you
No,
thinking
because
that it
City,
doesn't have a draw
because
written
City,
all
I'll
over it?
explain why. Because City's at the Emirates and City this season away against PSG, away against Juve, away against Liverpool, away against not away at home against Spurs, to be honest. So maybe that shouldn't count. They have looked really bad, and I think outside Liverpool, we're as good or better than all. No, not as good. We're better than all these other teams. So, and yes, I know they have Marmoush now, which fair enough. He is a very, very talented player. I just don't think he will make that big shift in
Is
this
that
game.
the same
Or-
Emirates that Aston Villa got
I-
points on?
I'll tell you what major
But wait.
difference
But
is.
last season we beat. No, your logic. That's a bad example because last season we lost home and away to Aston Villa. We still beat City at the Emirates.
This
And
year
this is
you
a
drew
better
to
City.
Aston Villa.
Last season, I'm saying we lost home and away to Aston Villa. Forget
You've
draw.
also got to do something this time against City, which you've not done for a while, which is actually like come and try and beat us rather than just
Attack.
sort of being more defensively minded, which you've
But
done.
that's
for
the
like
thing,
last 4
LB. I
times.
actually think it's the opposite. I actually think because they are more vulnerable this season defensively, because people forget this. They see how bad City were in some games last season. They forget their defense actually was quite good. I know we were the best defense. They were not that far behind us. The reality is this season, if we play with the exact same tactics as last season, even with the few half chances we will get, because City are worse defensively and get more exposed for whatever. We did the stat. I think it was in was it your channel? I can't remember. It was in maybe most channel, right? And we saw that City last season, for the whole of last season, only conceded, I think, 39 shots on target.
Mhm.
And up until 2 weeks ago, they already had conceded like 30, 31, something like that on target. And it's not even like the whole season. It's only been like 23, 22 games, how many ever it is. So I think the season, because City are worse defensively and for whatever reason are giving way more spaces, I think we could play the exact same way as last season, but
So
have
what
better
happens
chances
if
of scoring.
Liverpool win and Arsenal win? Then what? We just carry on with our life normally?
Bro, regardless, I think Liverpool are winning the league. No matter what happens, even if we win and you lose, I still think Liverpool are winning the league for
But
sure.
but
Well,
the way that you speak sounds like you have a lot of hope, though. So that's the thing that's confusing me.
A hope of what? Winning the league or this
Yeah.
game?
Yes, hope of winning the league.
La, I've told you after like the Chelsea
Because
game.
your claim of City being an easier game than Bournemouth is actually mad.
In the context of this weekend, not
No,
generally.
I know.
of
In the
course.
context of this season, City have been crap, blah, blah, blah. I'm with you. Yes, City have been rubbish this season. But I would
Yeah.
still rather play Bournemouth than City.
It depends which ground. If this was at Anfield, I would not
At
even be
home
thinking
or
of
away,
that.
I'm choosing Bournemouth ahead of City.
Nah, I think, bro, at home this season, okay, let's
You'd
forget
rather
City.
go to the Etihad than play against Bournemouth at Vitality?
Etihad. No, I'd rather play at the Emirates against City than play away against Bournemouth.
I'd
what
rather
I'm
play
saying.
at Anfield against Bournemouth and away against Bournemouth. I'm choosing Bournemouth for both.
Nah, not City this season, to be honest. Honestly,
Yeah,
if
but
we
you're
somehow don't win
underestimating
this
them,
weekend,
you're
it'll be because we
underestimating the
messed up.
firepower that they have and the players. Like, come on, this is not just a regular.
Sorry?
Like, this is not just any side. You can't underestimate the heart of a champion.
Yeah, but we saw that against PSG. We saw that against Spurs. We saw that against Juventus. I'm not even naming the small teams because small teams, I understand that's different. Like the style maybe doesn't work. Even when they played against big teams and different styles. PSG, the team that presses and attacks, versus Juventus, the team that sits back and plays on the counter. And in both cases, they couldn't handle it. Liverpool is different because I understand Liverpool is one of the best, if not the best in the world right now. But we have other examples where they couldn't handle it. Now, to my bad luck, suddenly everything will get fixed this weekend, and they will go on they'll start their 15-game winning streak this weekend. I hope it doesn't happen. I don't think it'll happen, to be honest.
I know the chat will find this really disgusting, but I'm gonna say this to end this segment. This Sunday, I am a citizen, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo.
I'll support Man City 3 times this season, and 3 times only. And in only these 3 scenarios. If they draw Madrid in the Champions League, because I need Madrid out of the UCL ASAP. The second one is, of course, home and away. So those are the 2 games. And I'm supporting City against Arsenal this Sunday. I know I will take shower after the game. I will take shower. I promise the whole chat I'll take shower to cleanse myself.
You forgot a 4th game.
What's the 4th game?
City United. You definitely would not want United to win that game.
Oh, hell yeah. Just so we can pile on the misery. Of course. The enemy of my
Yeah.
enemy is my friend. But when it comes to, no, actually, in that game, I might want United to win, dependent how many wins City have in a row and stuff. Yeah, baby, my way.
Yeah. Nah,
What if they're
bro.
winning 8 in a row? Then I
LB,
want
this guy
United to
still
win.
thinks this guy still thinks they'll catch up to Liverpool. You guys will catch up to Liverpool. That's
We
mad.
done mad damage to these guys, isn't it, over the
Seriously.
years?
Hell yeah, I'm damaged. So let me be
Come
damaged
on,
in
bro.
peace. Let me be damaged in
12
peace, man.
points. 12 points, bro. No chance.
Listen, here's the thing. People say draw. Nah, fuck that. Arsenal is the closest challenger now. City. Let's go this Sunday. I'll be supporting the Blues. You get me, Blue Moon and all this shit. Let's fucking go. This Sunday, I am with Man City. And also, just out of curiosity, Liverpool fans in the chat, specifically Liverpool fans, and don't lie in the chat because I know who you are, if you're a Liverpool fan or not. Would you want City to win? Put 1 in the chat if you would rather. Don't tell me draw. Don't be afraid. Draw. I'm not asking prediction. I'm saying who you want to win this Sunday. Put 1 in the chat if you want City to win this Sunday. That's my honest thing.
Surely
promise
any
you-
Liverpool fan who actually wants to win
Will
the
say
league
City.
wants City to win the league, to
course,
win the game,
yeah.
man. Surely.
Yeah, I know, but then people go like, "Oh, that's disgusting, Hussam." Look, there you are. See, there you are. Let's go.
Why would
man.
they want anything but a City win? That's crazy.
Let's go, vamos.
I wanted a Spurs win last season against City. That
The
doesn't make me
only
a fraud.
I will say this publicly though. One scenario. I don't care if he scores in the 97th minute. I'm not celebrating Bernardo Silva goal. Telling you right now. Bernardo is the one guy. I'm
Why?
just gonna go like. I hate him. I
Why?
have a bet on, and everyone in the chat.
He rattles Liverpool fans.
If
bro,
anyone
so.
punches Bernardo Silva or Bruno Fernandes in the face, I'm buying their shirt and hanging it up here.
Bruno,
as well.
I understand
Bruno,
why. Bruno, I get why.
Bruno,
Why is
any
Bernardo?
football player on the pitch decides to go all out crazy and just punch him in the face, I'm fully buying his shirt. Thank you.
No,
for
Sam,
punching me.
genuinely why though? But Bruno, I understand why. Why Bernardo? Like,
Because
actually
he's
think
a
it's such-
little rat.
He just
did
rattles
not
them all the
clap.
time, bro.
He didn't clap for us.
He
in
said,
a guard of honor.
he didn't clap them
little
one
brat.
time. He
Yeah,
said
but you're a
some
man
stuff
of honor
about
and
them.
integrity, LV. You have to say that's bullshit. How many
It's,
guard of honors have you
yeah, that
had?
is bad.
Everyone
That is
claps.
bad.
Come on.
That is bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come
that
on. You
is
have to
bad.
have some class about you. Anyway, let me just do the super chats before we wrap up the stream. I don't want to keep the guys for too long. Little rat, Bernardo Silva. I'm never clapping. I'm never celebrating a Bernardo goal. However, this Sunday, I can't lie to you guys. I'm a citizen and all that disgusting stuff. You get me? Let's go. Big up to my guy, John Bones Jones, aka Jackie lad. How are we, lad? If we don't rotate like yesterday, we risk the season. I agree. Listen, our squad depth is not good. We needed to rotate. Give Salah, Van Dijk.
We'll say that,
Trent,
innit? I just think it's a risk. That's all. I prefer just to keep winning.
Yeah, I hear you. Big up to my guy, Nilat Palace says, I again agree with LB here with momentum, but for last night, I would have rested all 100%. But I understand LB's point. Any gap for more than 6-7 days between games, Liverpool hasn't done well this season. Yeah, that's fair, but it's just the only context I will say is it's a dead rubber game. That's it. I've guaranteed first place, or second, which is the same exact bracket. I've guaranteed to go through to the next round. I have no reason to fly Salah to Eindhoven on a plane and get him there and do all this just to beat PSV. Let me give McConnell and a bunch of Tom Little's children a chance, and khalas. Whatever happens, happens. We ended up losing. And it's not that deep. At least now we know for a fact Kwanzaa ain't good enough. Arsenal fan, we're running on a reserve tank, is what Bill was saying. Do you believe this?
Only in
Ashraf?
the attack. No, I don't think in the midfield and defense. Only in the attack. I know they saw Havertz drop to the pitch at the end of the Wolves game. That doesn't suddenly mean we're running on empty. Let's be honest. We have rotated players well this season, even with injuries.
Fair as blood. Shout out Greg Evans from The Athletic for calling out FSG. Can you please send me the link to this? I'll speak about it on the Steaua Bucharest watch along later if this is real. So, yeah.
Steaua Bucharest? Which game is this?
Steaua Bucharest versus Man United.
Come on.
Listen, I'm a content
Proper
creator.
hater,
Maybe
man.
this is my
I
full-time
know,
job,
I know.
mate.
I love it. I love it. And
Come
you
on.
probably
I
will
no
be
longer
entertained
work
because
in a
they probably
factory producing chemicals.
you
Khalas.
probably will be entertained because they'll probably lose that game, so you'll actually enjoy it.
Exactly. Big up Bucharest. LFC winning number 7. Relax, lads. You never walk alone. Yes.
Maybe.
Let's go, mate. Let's go. Big up to you, AK. Again, we have to rotate because we don't have the quality backups, and Slot doesn't rate a few of them. That's why I always agree with Ossam's opinions on the unambitious owners. LB, I am jealous of your owners. Habibi, everyone is jealous of LB's owners. No one will deny this. And I'm jealous of PSG owners. I'm jealous of all these owners. Get me? Tell them to bring me my money right now, bro. Please. I need that. I need that money, right? Like ASAP, I need that money because we need to spend, mate. You get me? So, unfortunately, we will not spend, and yeah.
Tell them to bring me my money.
That's not going to happen, unfortunately. Richard Hughes is on a holiday to Italy. Like, he done anything to begin with to earn a holiday. I thought to earn a holiday, you need to do something.
Yeah, exactly. I want to ask you guys this. Like, do you guys think the new Champions League format is better? I actually like it more.
I like it more.
I think it was obviously going to be better from the rip, man. I think anyone that was saying it was not, I was like, the group stages were crap.
Yeah, they
And
were.
now it's actually like pretty interesting. Like you had City almost going out, you had PSG almost going out. Like two games ago, Real Madrid were at risk. Leipzig have gone out. Like, bro,
And
this
not
is
just that. Now you know the entire bracket till the end after the draw, and your league position will give you the advantage in home or away fixtures till the semi-final.
I think it's well better, man. And I always say this as well, right? If you don't make it to the round of 16, you just don't deserve to be there, mate. Because like the only way you don't get into the round of 16 is if you finish in like the bottom 10 or 12, which means you just crap, or you lose the playoff. Like, bro, like you get so many opportunities.
It's not even or, it's like and you lose the playoffs. It's even worse.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro,
you got to be really crap and lose playoff. So you have multiple chances.
You know, like teams like Celtic, right? Celtic, who used to get in the Champions League group stages all the time, right? But then they were never good enough to get out there. Like they've been out of the group stages like maybe a couple of times, right? They'd always get either finishing 4th or they'd get finished 3rd and get relegated to the Europa League all the time. They are now 2 games away from getting to the last 16 of the Champions League. Like 2 games away against a team.
Yeah.
Like it's like I just think it's miles better. Miles better.
Big up to whoever this athletic guy is. I'm going to speak on this. I can't lie to you. I've actually figured out the Arsenal maths that they all do. Any team that's beaten them or made them drop points are amazing and will 100% beat LFC. Hey, I hear you, mate. I hear you. Jackaland, you get me? This has happened multiple times. I've noticed. You know, but yeah. I don't even know what to say.
Because of the Bournemouth thing.
Yeah, because of Bournemouth.
As if they didn't slap up Forest 5-0 recently. As if they didn't beat. Weren't they the first team to beat you, LB, this season? I think that was Bournemouth. I think they started the losing streak, right, in the league. It was Bournemouth 2-1.
Yeah,
I actually did call on this specific stream. LB will tell you that Bournemouth will beat City.
Yeah, I think.
And that was their first defeat in the league, by the way.
Yeah, but I think we have too much for them. I have Van Dijk, Salah, Trent, Alisson all 1 week rested. You know, stuff like this. Gravenberg rested for a week. McAllister rested for a week. Thing is, I think we play 2 serious games next. We have the Carabao Cup semi, and then we obviously after the Bournemouth game. But then we have Plymouth Argyle in the FA Cup. We can rest players then again, so we can risk and we can, because we didn't have the playoff thing. We're good now from that perspective. So yeah, big up to AK who says LFC will give Arsenal will give LFC a guard of honor. Ashraf, you have to be
Maybe.
honest. If that happens, wallahi, it's embarrassing. You have to be honest.
Why?
You're an
It's
honest
embarrassing
man.
if we don't win the
If
league.
the
regardless.
Arsenal players
not-
line up to give us a guard of honor at Anfield, it is so
Yeah,
bad.
but then Chelsea might do it the week before that as well. So like,
Yeah, but
every team
Chelsea are
might.
an embarrassing institution anyway. So who disagrees with this? They're fucking an
Bruh.
embarrassment anyway.
All
bro.
the Chelsea fans in the comments who are agreeing with you all as well are going to turn against
No,
you.
the Chelsea fans in the chat will tell you themselves they're embarrassed with where their club is at right now. They'll tell you. They'll tell you. I promise you, bro. Listen, if that actually happens, lad, this will feed generations to come, man. This will feed generations to come. This will be elite.
If we're level on points by then and we come to Anfield, do you think like Liverpool definitely win the league?
This is cute and everything, but this is not 1989, and you don't have Michael Thomas, and you don't have that great team. You get me?
That's why I'm
You have
asking you. Do you think Liverpool definitely
Kai
win the league?
Havertz up top. No, I will not make that scenario right now because it's not.
By the way,
plausible.
wait. You haven't won against us in the last 2 seasons at Anfield, so don't make it seem like we have 0 chance.
Okay, so if we're level on points and we draw, we win the league because we have better goal difference. Essential, because a goal difference.
Yeah, and we won't
ahead
catch
of you.
up. That's for sure. We won't.
Sunshella.
Oh,
Let's
this is the
go.
goal difference.
Let's
plus
go.
3
This is
thing.
the first time ever I've actually used this bar in a proper connotation as well. Essential, as a goal difference. We're ahead of you. So yeah, let's go. Big up to my guy, Mina, who says just prove City Pool rivalry was fake. Same for Chelsea. What do you mean City? First of all, City Liverpool is not a rivalry to begin with. My rivals are Man United, Chelsea, Everton. These are the clubs I hate. You get me? I hate City to a smaller degree. I hate them, but to a smaller degree. But when it comes to me winning the league, listen, I'm not going to do this whole, oh my God. Blah, blah. I celebrated McTominay's goal against Manchester City. I celebrated that shit when Ederson kicked it to McTominay and he scored from like 40 yards. I want to win the league, bro. I don't give a fuck who wins. As long as Arsenal drop points and City drop points and whoever is challenging the league drop points, I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to do this whole morally superior thing where it's like, I'm never supporting Man United. When Man United play Arsenal, come on, you scum, for 90 minutes. Then take shower after. Big up to you, Mina. Anyway, big up to all of you guys. This was an absolutely incredible stream. This stream is going to take you over to Dan Potts. Let's redirect to Potsy. You get me? Spam his chat with Hussam Raid. You get me? Even though Callum, the fraud, is there. Callum is a fraud. And he knows he's a fraud as well. I'm going to get you on Kopish. 4 years. Bullshitting, Callum. Anyway, make sure you guys go subscribe to It's LB, More LB. Subscribe to Forest Fan TV. Subscribe to Ashraf Talks Football. They're all in the description. Just go read more. Subscribe to their channels. Like this video on your way out. I might be back. Most likely, I will be back, inshallah, for Man United against Steaua Bucharest. So this should be a very entertaining watch along. You get me? And yeah, Hussam Raid in the Pots chat. Peace.